Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are cracking the code on how you can win the Automate Me If You Can hackathon.
Yep, we're talking about a blueprint to make all those super boring repetitive tasks just disappear.
You know, there's this great quote, and it really gets to the heart of this whole thing, this hackathon. It's all about that second mouse energy. It's about looking at the hard way of doing things and just saying, nope, not for me.
So the big question is, how do you get your hands on a piece of that $3,000 prize in just 3 days? Well, you're in the right place. We're going to show you exactly how to turn that cream into butter and walk away a winner. All right, let's get into it.
So here's our game plan. We'll run through the perfect heist, get to know your AI coworker, break down the challenge, I'll give you 3 winning blueprints, talk about executing the plan, and finally, claiming your bounty. Let's do this. All right, first up, the perfect heist. So what's the mission? It's actually pretty straightforward. Your job is to use this open-source AI coworker called Accomplish to automate something super tedious in your own life. And the key part, you got to show off that amazing transformation.
Okay, before any good heist, you've got to know your tools, right? So let's meet your AI coworker, Accomplish. Now, this is important. This isn't some cloud service. This thing lives and works right there on your desktop, locally. It's basically your own personal AI agent.
So what can it do? Well, for starters, it can automate any browsing task. You can literally just give it a simple command like, hey, find me all the new property listings in Boston, and it'll go out, navigate all those complex websites, and just pull that info right for you. We're talking about turning hours of mindless clicking into just seconds of work. Pretty cool, huh? And check this out. It can automatically organize your messy folders. I want you to just picture your downloads folder right now. Yeah, that one. Imagine just pointing Accomplish at that digital hurricane and watching it, poof, sort everything into these perfectly neat, organized subfolders. Now that's the kind of power we're talking about. But wait, it gets even better. It doesn't just find and file stuff, it can actually generate or rewrite documents. So think back to that property data it just found. Accomplish can take that info and instantly draft a perfectly formatted email to your client, plugging in all the details. It's not just an organizer, it's a creator.
And this is where you become the real mastermind. We're talking about custom skills. You can teach Accomplish your own unique workflows and save them as reusable skills. You know that super annoying multi-step thing you do every single day? You can turn that into a single click. You're literally building your own personal library of automations.
All right, so we know our tool inside and out. Now it's time to deconstruct the challenge, or as I like to say, case the joint. A good plan always starts with recon, right? So let's break down the rules and figure out what's really going to impress those judges.
So you've actually got 2 ways to win here. First is the highlight track, which is all about showing off a really creative automation for a real-world task. Then there's the open source track, where you contribute directly to the Accomplish project on GitHub. And get this, you can totally win in both tracks. We're talking double the bounty.
Now this is crucial. To win, you have to think like a judge. What are they looking for? Well, real-world impact is huge, so is creativity. They want to see that you've learned something, that your technical execution is solid, and that your demo is killer. The more of these boxes you tick, the closer you get to that prize money. Okay, let's get to the heart of the plan. 3 winning blueprints. And I'm not just tossing out random ideas here. These are 3 rock-solid, practical strategies that you can absolutely build in 3 days to blow the judges away.
First up, idea number 1, the digital declutterer. Honestly, this is such a great place to start. Why? Because it scores massive points on real-world impact. I mean, who doesn't have a messy folder? It's a problem we all have, and the solution is so satisfying to watch.
And here's how you do it. First, you just identify the messy folder, like downloads. Then you tell Accomplish to create subfolders for different file types. And finally, you just let it rip. Watch it move every single file into its new, perfectly organized home. The before and after for your demo is just chef's kiss. It's so clear and powerful. Okay, ready to level up? Idea number 2 is the Job Hunt Automator. Now, this one's a bit more complex, for sure. It's all about chaining multiple actions together. But the payoff? Oh, the payoff is a seriously impressive, high-value automation that solves a huge pain point. So check this out. First, you tell Accomplish to scan a job board for certain roles. Then, you have it pull out the key requirements from the job descriptions it finds. And for the grand finale, you instruct it to draft a custom-tailored cover letter using your resume and those requirements it just pulled. This thing hits so many judging criteria at once: web browsing, document generation, technical skill.
It's a huge time saver and a real winner.
All right, our final blueprint. Idea number 3, the content curator. Now this one is what I'd call the smart play. It's so clever because it uses one of Accomplish's powerful built-in features to create a really sophisticated project. It shows the judges you didn't just scratch the surface, you really dug in.
Here's the plan. First, you use the built-in web research skill to go gather a bunch of top articles on any topic you want. Next, you ask Accomplish to summarize the key points from everything it found. And finally, you have it draft social media posts or even an email newsletter based on that summary. This is a perfect example of best use of Accomplish because you're leveraging its advanced skills. It's a fantastic way to build something that looks super impressive, fast.
Okay, you've got your blueprint. Now it's time to execute the plan, the 3-day getaway. Because let's be real, a great idea is nothing without solid execution. So let's break down how you manage your time over these 3 crucial days.
Listen, stick to this timeline and you'll be golden. Day 1 is all about planning. Choose your idea, figure out your before state, and map out your steps. Day 2 is for building. Get Accomplish installed and start making your workflow. And day 3, that's for polishing and submitting. Record that demo, write it up, and get it in. This structure will keep you on track.
And I really want to hammer this point home. Your demo video is not an afterthought. It might actually be the single most important part of your entire submission. You have to sell the transformation, show the judges the absolute pain of the before, and then reveal the magic of your automated after. The more dramatic, the better.
So what happens after you pull off this perfect heist? Well, you get to claim your bounty. Let's talk about the prizes. We are talking about a $3,000 total prize pool. That is a lot of cash on the line, and it's not just one winner takes all.
Look at this bounty. There are 30 total winners, each getting $100. You could even land a job interview with the folks at Accomplish.ai. And hey, 10 lucky winners are even getting swag boxes. So yeah, the opportunity here is very, very real. So, the question is, think you can automate your way to the top? Time to prove it. You've got the playbook, you know the tools, you've got the plan. Now it's your turn. Go make those boring tasks disappear. Good luck.